there, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Gives Back. I'm your host, Quinn Pettifer, Manager of Brand Initiatives for the Gazette. And today we get to talk to one of our many nonprofits that belong to Gazette Gives Back, which is our annual program sponsored by Collins Community Credit Union. Today, it's all about Tanager. Tonya, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having us, Quinn.
Absolutely. And I always love like the backdrop of your office because it always looks like so much fun.
It is a lot
One
of
of these days I'm just going to show up and like just start, playing with all the fun toys and stuff. But
Well, please do. You're
rather
welcome to.
let's take a step back and if you wouldn't mind giving our audience an overview of the mission of Tanager and the services that you provide.
Yeah, thank you. So Tanager is a local nonprofit here in central Iowa. Wait, we're in eastern Iowa, right?
But you serve
So
quite
we
the
serve so much
geography.
of
Yeah.
Iowa. So, like, where are we right now? We're eastern Iowa. But yes, we have locations, Marion, Coralville, and lots of our community-based services go even beyond those areas. So I feel like we're everywhere. We are a nonprofit, like I said, with our mission is to inspire, empower, and heal the lives of children and families. And that is really our guiding post of what leads everything that we do every day.
Absolutely. And Tanya, what is your role officially and how
Yeah.
do you contribute to the mission?
Yeah, so my role at Tanager is Vice President of Clinical Care and Programs.
Mhm.
And so when you think of Tanager, and people probably don't know this, is we have like a continuum of services. So we go all the way from prevention, outreach, treatment. And so a lot of services across that continuum, all the way from residential and inpatient care for kiddos, crisis stabilization to outpatient care. We're in school-based settings. We're in the home doing work, case management, care coordination. So when you think about, what maybe families need, we really try to make sure that we have services across that continuum for right place, right time, right access. And so my role at Tanager is really just helping lead and strategically plan around that and think of innovative ways to best serve children and families.
And one area that I've talked to you a little bit about is just that care, not only for your clients, but for each other, right?
Yeah.
That is a huge piece, which I think often goes under, maybe not recognized as much as it should. Can you talk a little bit about the secret sauce of what keeps the Tanager team going so strong?
Yeah, I think it's really important to think about if we're trying to show up in spaces for clients and families, being our best selves to be the most, healing, engaged, collaborative, inclusive person, then how do we make sure that we're honoring those same truths for the workplace and for the staff that get to experience the Tanager family? And so we have something called the Rise Wellness and Resilience Framework. And that's something that is a philosophy and a belief and a way in which we approach the work. But it also means that that's the way we approach how we think about policies, procedures, the way we make decisions, the way that we have coherence here within the agency.
That's excellent and so important when you've got every day is a new adventure. I know for the entire team. Tell me a little bit about the demand right now and the need for service. I imagine it has not gone down in recent times. So, what's the demand versus capacity?
Yeah, I think that's always a struggle, Quinn. I don't think that's a secret in the mental health field. That's not a secret in the nonprofit sector right now, period. The demand continues to rise. If you look at statistics since the pandemic, we've continued to see those rise related to mental health needs, related to the experiences children and families are struggling regarding mental health. And so you continue to have this rising need and rising awareness, and then don't always have the ability to match that within the professionals in the field, within nonprofits stepping to the plate and being able to offer those services. And that is a systematic struggle, right? That comes from budgets and funding and fee for service and the way that we are working really hard to support nonprofits so that we can continue to support the communities most in need. And so I think, and we look at this ratio of need compared to what we have available, it's never matching. And that is not a new thing. And that disparity between those numbers just continues to grow.
What can we do locally I mean, I know a lot goes into the funding and the structure and making sure you've got the resources that you need every day and every fiscal year. But what can we be doing at the local level to support Tanager?
Yeah, get involved, right? If it's anywhere from volunteering, or if you want to get involved in a fundraiser or through donorship, or you want to get involved by using your voice, you want to get involved by simply giving feedback or ways to engage with the organization that helps us be our very best selves. I mean, there are so many ways to get involved. It's as simple as just reaching out and saying, hey, I want to be part of the solution. And that can look a lot of different ways.
Absolutely. Tanya, what keeps you going? Because I have never seen you have a hard day. I know you have hard
Oh,
days,
yes.
but let me rephrase that. I know you have hard days, but personality wise, you're always just, your demeanor is just what you're bringing today to our interview. It's always very calm, very positive, very optimistic. Like what keeps you going?
Yeah, I would say values, right? Like
Mhm.
the mission of Tanager and the mission of the nonprofit lives in my heart. When people say you do a job for a job and then you have hobbies, like this work is what is my heart and my soul. It's my job and it's my hobby. It's my interest. It's my life's passion. It's my meaning and purpose. And values keep me anchored, right? And so we have 5 values here at Tanager, and I'm really lucky to work for an organization where its values match my personal values. So I feel like I get to stay anchored in those even when times are really hard, and know that the end goal, right? The end goal is making a difference in the life of a child and a family, and I think we do that every day. So it's really easy to stay steadfast on that light and that guiding force.
That's awesome. Well, keep going, and please send our keep going message to everybody, the entire team at Tanager. You do
Yeah.
such fantastic work. Where should we go if people want to learn more about Tanager and the services and support opportunities?
Yeah, you can certainly go to our website at tanagerplace.org. On there, it has my email as well. Feel free, anyone can reach out anytime if they want to get involved. You could reach out to our CEO, Par Rice. He loves coffees and meeting with community members and those who want to give back. And so never hesitate to reach out to any of those platforms. You can call us too. You can find our number on Google. But please, yes, if people are interested either in a service for themselves or a loved one, and or in a way to give back and to get involved, we're here.
Awesome. Tanya, thank you so much, and keep up the great work. This is not easy work, but you make it so inviting to everybody to participate and to support. We really appreciate you being part of Gazette Gives Back.
Yes, thanks so much for having us, Gwen.
Absolutely. And thank you to our viewers for checking out another edition of Get to Know Gives Back. This is a year-long podcast that gives us a chance to dive a little deeper with our nonprofit community to find out more about their mission, their services, and like I just asked Tanya, what keeps them going every day. I'm Quinn Pettifer, and we'll see you next time.